Welcome back to my Let's Make a Soccer Team series. We are approaching a point where it'll be our club's 20th anniversary in lore and 5 years of me having played the game. We can potentially commemorate the occasion with a top 10 finish in the first league, though it's easier said than done because we have Bremen first up. They're sitting third in the table right now, and with good reason. Looks like they're going to go all out offense just like us. Because of that, this could easily turn into a high-scoring affair. Geiger gets the first shot off, but never had a realistic chance of actually going in. My defense is running a bit of scary high line on some of these plays. Hummersberger, though, onto Benz. He gets the first goal our way. Oh, Bremen almost counter-attack immediately, and oh, come on, that is an obvious dive. That is the most obvious dive I have ever seen. Ah, and of course we're going to lose the game now because this bloody ref completely changed the game's momentum. Oh, but Benz is going to probably secure the top scorer title, but that was... yeah, I'm surprised the keeper didn't save that. Oh, and Beinel's got a minor injury as well. Didn't even show... oh, what were you doing, Geeson? Geeson's collected the ball, kicked it, but not kicked it very far, and then he takes ages to get back into position, and Nilsson has an open net for his hat-trick. Beinel's out for effectively the rest of the season, so we just got to regroup from that unfortunate series of events against Nuremberg. We should be able to win this one, but I really don't know. I also feel that my team was pressing a little bit too high in the last game, so I am bringing the press line back down a bit. Oh, Schenk! Oh, he's missed an open net! We're all over them right now, but chances like that, you've got to be able to put away. That was a tougher one. Or that one, on the other hand, the defense never collected it, and Benz now has number 16. Deep into the contest, Nuremberg still yet to put a meaningful shot on, and we get that insurance goal. Who was it? Benz again. We don't really care if they score. It would be nice to not concede, and we don't concede. Eibler makes the block. And that means the match ends 2-0 with Benz obviously claiming man of the match. I thought Amanda was going to be ready for the last game because it said he only needed 1 more week of recovery time, but it's turned out to be 2 anyway. It's turning out to be a tough stretch at home to finish the season because we got Gelsenkirchen aka Schalke, and they're second on the ladder. The lineup is 4-3-3 for the first time this episode. Mostly the same players, just arranged slightly differently. And meanwhile, alerts... oh, that was close. Oh, Geeson with a good save on what I thought was going to be a high chance of them scoring. Oh, but that bouncing ball hasn't worked out for us at all. Oh, we could get it now. Oh, Benz as Ryan touched it. And Schalke going to make us pay down the other end. Game's out of hand now. We had our chances to get at least 1 goal, but just haven't capitalized. The defense was too good this time. Oh boy, 5.6 million euros. Freivogel isn't someone we've even been using that much. I have to think about it. So what I'm doing is I'm declining the player. I'm bumping up the fee to 6 million. I think I've got to go through with this because on one hand, I kind of need a right back. We've got Stackenschmidt and Baumgart. I have time to find another right back from the youth academy if need be. But I'll admit that was a tough call for me to make, especially if they're willing to pay 6 million for Freivogel. It obviously means Freivogel's got the potential. On the other hand, at this point in the game, getting that extra money to potentially purchase another stadium and a clubhouse, not to mention purchasing more land for our training grounds eventually, another 16.5 million will have to be spent there. But I'm tempted to just start the clubhouse level 2 now. No, I'll stick with the Clubhouse Level 1 for a little bit longer, but I will do this extension. Final returns for an injury just in time for the last game of the season, which is actually a relatively easy one against Freiburg. A win would guarantee us 12th place. We might get 11th if Nuremberg loses. With that in mind, I'd rather give the B team a chance, or at least most of the B team. Kasaka's still in. He's in great form. Bit of a scrappy start for us, but that's a good pass. Kasaka picks out Ryan. That was a nice flick. Ooh, right on the cusp of half-time. Beckerath is in play. Oh, just saved and cleared out. Oh, that's over the keeper's head. Makes it 2-0. We're going to win it. Oh, that's a good shot just over the bar. The alcoholic drink had me a bit worried there for a moment, because if he'd scored that, we would be in an all too familiar position that we've blown a lead from several times this season. Instead, the outcome should remain the same to the end of the match. Had an outside chance of going 3-0 up, but yeah, 9, 15 and 10, which does allow us to leapfrog Nuremberg, who lose their last one. Still, I look at our positive goal difference for the season and think, well, that could have easily been 10th or 9th if we turned some of these draws into wins, even if some of them also turned into losses. Gary Binns, despite sitting out the last game of the season, had more than enough of a buffer to take the goal-scoring title, 17 goals in 31 games. Our prize money for the season is $4 million. And, of course, Lorenzo Dork has to rub it in that his team finished 8th. I mean, don't be too proud, mate. You only made the International Club Cup. It's no big deal. You probably won't even win it. I was expecting this facilities admin 2 to give me more expansion options, but I don't actually have any. I think I also do need to go to a Clubhouse Level 2 before I can do that. I will first have to weigh up whether getting the stadium expansion is necessary for this upcoming season, or if I could wait one more season. I wasn't selling tickets at capacity every single round, so we may want to expand the clubhouse first. But on the other hand, would that leave me short when it's finally time to get the stadium? There's other things we could be investing our money into, like youth development, try and build up the local youth scene. Here's an offer now for Ludwig, and whilst I've definitely got players waiting in the wings, he is an important member of our team, and I imagine he will remain the case for a few years yet. I know we've had occasional personality issues with him, but I also feel that it was a case of the other player being in the wrong, because I haven't seen any such issues ever since we boned Abendroth. Okay, so to recap all of the leagues, in our home league, Bayern won the league title again and did the double in the cup. Close fight for the title in England, and actually Tottenham, a bit of a surprise, finishing ahead of Manchester and Liverpool, but Chelsea won the league. And also managed to thrash Bolton in the FA Cup to do a domestic double. In France, we see Lille continue their sneaky good run of dominance in the league. I'll have to see who they actually have on their roster, because in any case, Monaco takes the cup. AC Milan with one of the best seasons I've seen any AI team put together on this game to dominate the Serie A. They couldn't win both cups, however. Internacional managing to beat them in the final. FC Barcelona finally able to break Real Madrid's stranglehold over the La Liga. In fact, it was joy for the other Madrid team in the cup as they crushed Real Madrid in that final. And in the Netherlands, we saw Alkmaar regress to the mean, whilst PSV Eindhoven won the title. Both titles, as a matter of fact, they cleaned up in the cup over Utrecht. Monaco beat Highbury in the UEFA Cup final. And for the first time in the playthrough, a team has done the treble. Chelsea winning 4-1 over Juventus in the final. That's all 3 cups for them. Oh, cool. Another investment into youth training successful. There's nothing more for me to do but just go to the end of the season at this point. I've got some 18-year-olds that I have to promote soon or lose them. I was tossing up between Gamlich, Gunfa, and Ruta. I think we can let the first 2 go without missing out on much, but Ruta I think is someone we have to bring up. I'll get that promotion locked in just in time for the end of the season. So for this end of Season 5 episode, I've got something a little bit special in mind, but first I'm going to show how much our players have grown, or in some cases haven't grown. This is the reason why we needed the youth players to pick up the slack, especially in defense. But what I'm interested in at this point is finding out exactly how much the team has grown compared to 5 years ago rather than 1. So here we go. Here's the rules. A one-off exhibition game. I'm going to give the starting roster home field advantage to compensate for the fact that they're obviously going to be weaker. And now I can go into the tactics of both teams and make sure they're playing at full strength. This roster is a real blast from the past at this point. We had Blonde, but then after his rapid improvement, said we had personality issues with him. But remember when Marshall and Baumgart weren't regular starters? And over time, the roster expanded both in size and strength. Several players from that lineup are still here in one way or another, but you can see that Amanda de Fez ended up getting phased out by the emergence of Schenk and Eibler. Our squad has the edge over the initial roster. First good shot of the game. It was saved or came off the post, but Schenk has managed to clean up. You'll notice because my settings from the playthrough aren't saved in versus mode, we actually do have the radar on at this point. Ryan makes it 2, and yeah, it looks like our team is in fact better. 1 setback each for both teams. Ludwig took a minor injury off a foul that Binns received a yellow card for. That was offside. But going into half-time, the score is 2 goals to the future Leipzig. Not only have the skill advantage with future Leipzig, but also the benefit of some of these players having played with each other for 5 years now. So, good header down to Beinel. He comes in and immediately scores, making it 3. Past Leipzig will get a chance at a late consolation. Oh, it just goes over the bar again. Instead, they'll have to be content that they are just not ready to play at this level, but they will be in a few years, which is exactly what our current club is. Though it hasn't yet translated to success in the top Bundesliga, you can see how much progress we've made in the playthrough already. So my goal for the next 5 seasons of the playthrough is to qualify for the Champions League, because I feel like at the rate we're going, we should be able to match up well against every team except maybe Bayern by then.